Hello everybody, my name is Elenator and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld episode 386. I caught up because it turns out the last two episodes were mislabeled. So I said yesterday we were going to be in the nether because we had some lava to collect. That's exactly what we're doing. And there's the notification I went live. I don't remember getting this advancement before. Guess I haven't been back here since before 1.12. Feels like I'm already tired from a long day, but that's not true. It's because I was riding an electric scooter earlier, bzz, bzz, zipping all around. That's not entirely true. I was zipping up and down the street in my quiet neighborhood. That's about it. Well, yeah, I'm already out of breath because I'm not used to it. We've only had it for a couple weeks or so. And yeah, I'm already tired of it. Not tired of being on it. I get tired easily on it. There we go. Oh, is it finally fixed? Did at long last 1.14 fix lighting? Howdy, Paul. Welcome back. Remember how dark it used to be up there? Look, it's not all black. 1.14 fixed the lighting. Hooray! Well, if there weren't any clouds in the way. Oh man, what happened to the paintings? All right, looks like. Hold on, let me write this down. Howdy, Hunter. Things are all right. Paintings. Articles. I'm using the updated 1.13.2 version of the resource pack that I talked about forever, and it's finally updated to 1.13.2. Right as I hit 1.14, because I kind of forgot that I didn't commit any of the changes, any of the fixes I made. Yeah, so it's looking like it's no longer completely dark under there. And look, the shadow is not the darkest. It's not a giant black shadow that encompasses the world. This is amazing. Man, I like 1.14 already. Man, wouldn't it be terrible if there were textures that totally ruin the look of how Minecraft has been up until this point? Man, what a terrible day that would be. Alright, so with all this lava, I came back here and didn't even place it. With all this lava, we're supposed to be plopping it down over here. Getting this fixed up. We're also gonna really hope that's not right. I'm pretty sure I needed this one. Alright, cool. Outer buzz is that important. Not important. Alright, so grab all those empty buckets. So now I need to do the same thing on this side. Cannot entirely remember which one it was. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So it's those two. Security for my house? You're talking about real life house or Minecraft house? Because there's two different answers. Alright, I think we're all good. Man, it looks so different now, not seeing the black line off in the distance. This is so weird. It looks proper. Now let's toss all the thingies away. Paul, you said the corner one. Corner what? Did you send a message that didn't get sent? If it's not on screen, I don't see it. And I still need to fix that. I should fix chests. We'll see what I'm doing at the end of this one. Oh, and the Enderman spawner. Because I didn't do it yesterday. The corner one, the lava corner. Oh, I see. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't update the map. I forgot a lot of these blocks had changes on here since 1.13 updated it. Hold on here. Let me grab Maybe like 3 of these. Oops, not chunk borders. Hitboxes. So we'll grab like this one. Does this look any different? Oh, it does. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have I'll need to spend a lot of time updating all of these. Howdy, Ian, this is indeed village and pillage time. So what about this one, huh? Hey, the Christmas tree. It kind of looks like a Christmas tree. Alright, it's probably about as far as I'll go. I need to go through and update all of these on my own. Howdy, Jester. We'll see if you get to stick around today. Alright, sun's going down. We'll catch some Z's. It's so weird seeing the paintings again because I missed my nether thingy. I wonder if this is the version that split all the paintings. Because it used to be one big texture. Brick pyramid, Paul's pretty cool. It's a brick pyramid. I don't have enough commentary. Did these all get turned into dead bushes? Oh, they do. These used to be 2 different types. And now it looks like they're all the same kind. Already 1.14? But yeah, we were in 1.13.2 yesterday. I feel like you asked me about the villagers before, and my answer is still the same. They're all right. Oh, you know what? I need to go check out the village farm. And awakeness. One of these days I'll need to pick up more seed pickles because I can use more light down there. We're 7 minutes into today. I have not found any new villages yet, but I need to go investigate the current village I have over here and see what it's looking like. Excuse me, slime, don't mind me. I'll need to make sure that if I ever have the, what is it, Bad Omen? Is that the name of the effect? If I ever have the Bad Omen on here, I'll need to make sure to not enter the village I built. The Zella Moon has been the Zella Moon for a long time now. Have you not seen me sleep in the past 3 years? Hey guys, how's it going? You have professions, right? Okay, good. Butcher, toolsmith, cartographer. Was he always a cartographer? I didn't trade with him, he must be. None of y'all have any experience. Hold on, how come this guy doesn't have a progress bar at the top, but the others do? What happened? Does that mean he's already max level? I'm not at all familiar with the 1.14 villager system. Because I know that you trade with them, they level up and stuff. Like, if no progress bar means no more new trades. You like Joppa's Totem better? You can like Joppa's Totem all you want. I'm absolutely sticking to the original. Useless. The librarian. It's kind of nice that I don't have to scroll through the stuff, I will say that. Why do they all have green hats, though? What type of villager is this? We're out here on the ocean. Aren't they biome specific now? Don't worry about the villager's family and kids. I'll put them over here as well. Oh, no way. We're getting more villagers? Buddy, we don't need more. We have a spawner. Hold on. Where is he? Where's the small fry? I saw the hearts. I don't know. Oh, that sound. I'm not used to the metal door sound. Oh, I haven't updated the sounds. It's still 1.13. Whoops. Toy Story's alright. I haven't seen any of the movies in many, many years. I haven't seen any Toy Story since 3 came out in theaters. It's just a texture bug and I should look into it. What I want to do is set all the villager textures back to what they were before, but I don't know how much UV mapping I'm going to have to fix. I also need to absolutely fix the Zombo villager, since that model is definitely not right. Alright, so what we are going to do is put the egg away. I feel like I said I was planning on doing something after I finish the water. Whatever my plans were, that's not happening anymore because we have 1.14 stuff to collect. So, let me whip out the 1.14 blocks list real fast. If I just look up 1.14, does it assume Minecraft? Oh, that's right, Java Edition 1.14. When Minecraft is so powerful, you just have to type in the version number and it pops up first result. Technically second, the fandom was still first, but otherwise, we're going to start out with all the signs. If I just straight up go down the list here. New recipe unlocked. The crossbow. Campfire. I didn't know you made the crossbow out of sticks. Makes sense. I don't think anything of the Minecraft movie just yet. I still haven't seen it. And I can almost guarantee you haven't seen it either. Oh wait, hold on, how much wood do I have? Or... Oop. Wait, hold on. What did I do? I was supposed to get 6 of those. I don't know what math I did in my head. Alright, anyways. Doop. Which trailer? There are multiple trailers. I have no idea what the final result's going to be based on any of the, I think they've had 3 main trailers by this point. There's the first one, which a lot of people didn't like. I'm a lot of people. There's the second one, which was an improvement. And then there's the third one that came out just recently. And I'm not all too sure. So, I'm just gonna wait another week for when it does come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put all these away. If you're mad at it being CGI, go watch stuff from 50 years ago. 70s and earlier. 80s is when CGI started popping up. And what is with this sign texture? Hold on, I need to fix that. Let me fix the oak sign texture. I'm also going to probably remove the bark off the stems. Oh wait, no, I don't think I can. That's a model thing. Oh boy. Wait, hold on. What is this texture? Okay, so the model itself has the bark, but the item itself, does that ever get changed? Hold up. Oh, it does. 1.18. 1.18 changes the item textures to have the bark on the thingy. Okay. Practical effect Minecraft would be like watching one long YouTube video. Sure, it might be a big budget YouTube video, but it wouldn't feel like a proper cinematic experience in the year 2025. Alright, so now we have... Hey, stone slabs and stairs. Method can hate those all he wants. I appreciate their existence. Do I want to deal with all this? Hold on. Alright, let me grab stone. So looking at 3 for the slab, plus 6 for the stair. New recipes unlocked. Yes, yes, I know, I know. I'll probably toss these up here. 1 stair, 1 slab. Is this important? The worst Minecraft update, can't change my mind, is InfDev 624. Hands down worst version. Biggest notch up of all time. And I will stand by that for the next very long while. Doo-doo-a-doop. Alright, so after the stone, I have the different stone variations, and they have walls, so that's andesite, granite, and diorite. Doo-doo-a-doop. Let me just take care of this real fast. Click, and click. Alright, back to work. Where do I even have the other stones? I don't think I keep them here. If they're a 1.8 item, they'd probably be in the third warehouse. The second one only goes up to about 1.5. Howdy, Minty, welcome back. Static was the enemy? Static what? Static electricity! That's how things used to be back then. Alright, I need the stone variations, but I don't know where I want to toss these. Pretty sure. Oh, I grouped them all separately. Hold on, let me fix this. Alright, so I need walls. No, slab, stairs, and walls. And the polished versions of slabs and stairs. Alright, hold on. So, 3 for the slab, 6 for the wall, 6 for the stair. And what about polished? Do I have polished separately? I could just grab. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna grab a bunch of this. Alright. So we're gonna grab all the diorite, granite, and andesite we're gonna need. And then we're just gonna go to a crafting table and start making stuff. Howdy, potato. Other folks said the same thing earlier. We were in 1.13.2 yesterday. This is the next logical progression. Alright, so then next, I need 8 of these. No, I'll need 9. I have to round up to 12. I should just take this stuff and then use the crafting table I have over there. Let me just verify real fast that we don't have the walls yet. Nope, alright. That took 31 items. Alright, let's put the andesite away. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot the stair. Oh, no, I did make the stair. I'm spending an extra week in 1.17.1. I almost had an extra week in 1.16.5, but I voted against it. Alright, let me put away... I'll put away all the polished stuff up here. Yeah, we're gonna run out of space. Oh wait, hold on. Do I have what I need? Aha! Alright, we're gonna grab probably both of these, since the shulker boxes will help with my inventory organization. Alright, so first up, we're doing all the signs. Stone, stair, and slab. Then I'll put... You know, a better idea. Move that over. So we're looking at... wall, stair, slab. then we're looking at... I don't have the wall there. You know what? Here, I'll move the polished somewhere else. All right, hold on. Let me start working on the other materials because I want to keep all this group together. Stair slab, wall. Slab, stair. All right. So granite's done. Nope. And so I guess for polished, I'll be doing... Oops. Stone stair, stone slab. Polished stair, polished slab. Oh boy, this is getting messy. All right. Nope. All right, so I'm done with the polish there. All right, so next is like toss all this away. Oops, hold up. One more polished I didn't need. Polished? No, hold up. Yeah, polished, polished, polished. Stair and slab. How'd I do it over here? Oh, wait, hold on. Wall, stair, slab. There we go. That's organized. Kinda. Alright, one more. And then I'll have to do the same thing with mossy stone brick stairs and slabs. And mossy cobblestone and sandstone quartz, red sandstone. Oh boy. Alright, so one thing at a time. And start doing this so many times. Oopsies. They start getting familiar with what you have to do. I do wonder though if I kept the polish blocks somewhere else or if I just never used them. I must have put them in the block museum somewhere, right? I might have to verify whether or not I put the polish blocks. Alright, so next I need the wall. Wall, stair, slab. Polish slab, polish stair. Oop. Yeah, I didn't realize just how many different variations there were going to be now. Oh wait, hold up, I need one of these. Alright, so shulker box is almost full, I think. Yeah, it's already getting there. Alright, so I can fit 5 more different items in here. So next up, I'm gonna grab this and go down. Why are those particles purple? Oh well. Alright. Nom 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 nom. I'll need to catch some Z's and then go from there. I'll also need to remember that whenever I start using dyes, that now we have dedicated dye colors for white, black, brown, and blue. And I want to get all the boring stuff out of the way first, so that way when we get to all the new villager profession block stuff, whatever that is, it'll be easier to deal with. And the question is, where would I keep these? Oh wait, hold on. I think mossy cobblestone I just have right over here. Aha! New recipe unlocked. As of right now, I don't currently have preference in terms of what sort of times I would live in. I'm so used to living with what there is. None of that's what I'm looking for. Alright, so the stone brick I know is going to be way over in the other area. Oh, they're back in beta 1.8. It would have been first acquired. Let me turn that down. Alright, back to work. So, if I'm looking for any sort of stone brick. Aha! I don't know why I have so much of this, but I'll take it. Well, I have so much of the mossy variant. Wasn't it you that intentionally brought up a philosophical topic? Pretty sure you brought this up this time. Oh, that's convenient. All three fit. Hooray! Alright, this shulker box is now done. Now you didn't talk about living in certain times. Who started it? Because I missed that message then. Wall, stairs, slab. Okay, so that one's done. Now I can carry all of this. So next is not sandstone, smooth sandstone. Smooth sandstone and smooth red sandstone. Were there not quartz? Oh no, smooth quartz. Why did they make the smooth variations? Oh, I guess it makes sense if they were going to do all the polished versions of the stones. You did? Oh, yeah, I missed whatever started it then. Alright, so time to look back at what we're doing. So, smooth sandstone should be easy to acquire. If I'm lucky. Aha, so I keep all my sandstone together. And my red sandstone. Don't tell me this is all the red sandstone I have, though. I'm gonna need more. Alright, so I'm looking for... Wait, that's cut red sandstone. Hold on, is this how you make it? That's how you make detailed sandstone. Maybe it's just the 4, right? Nope, how do you make smooth sandstone? Do I have to cook it? Do I have to cook smooth sandstone into the, to get the, variation? Alright, so, if I need to smooth it... Oh wait, there's cut and smooth for the slab. Alright, so... I need... Oh no, I need all 3 of these. That's so weird, seeing the cut sandstone slabs. Alright, well, I'll toss that there. Alright, I was right, cook sandstone. Alright. So, we have both of those. Alright, so the amount of sandstone I need, I think this all adds up, right? Yeah, all this is just 1 block now. Did I manually extract the early block textures? Yes. For all the textures I use on here, or nearly all of them, I pulled from the jar files myself. Alright, so if I need wall... No, hold on, that's just regular. Doo-ba-doop. Sandstone wall. I might keep the walls. No, if I'm going to keep the slabs in here, I'll keep the walls here as well. Alright, so... Yeah, let me get some red sandstone real fast. We'll see the pillagers eventually. We gotta do this every update. Make sure that all my stuff is updated. I have 7 red sand. Oh no. We're gonna have to go back to the Disco Mountains biome. Because this is not going to be good enough since it takes 4 for that. Alright, so... I'll do that later. Okay, so for this regular sandstone, though, I can make the smooth sandstone stair and slab, which means I'll need 9 for that. Maybe we'll get lucky and there will be a villager or a pillager. Not raid. Hold on, what's the word? Not outpost. The wandering people. Those that scout ahead. I can't remember what the term for that is. When did I put glass in here? Oh, I'm cooking the sand, not the sandstone. Oops. Oopsies. That's how I ended up with glass. Alright, let me just toss one more piece of sand in there. Y'all know me in odd numbers. Alright, so we're going to make 9 pieces of sandstone first, and then this is what we'll cook. And then after this will be smooth quartz. In fact, maybe while that's cooking, so I'll need another brick wall. That one will be fast. Another brick wall, and then smooth quartz, the stairs and slab. I'm pretty sure the only place designated as a village is over there. The one I created. Not in the whole world. There are plenty of proper villagers or villages out in the world. But I haven't taken care of any of that. Alright, here's a question. Where's the nether brick? Oh, wait, hold up. Aha! Hold up. Let me bring all this down real fast. There we go. Bring in all the stuff. Make sure it adds up again. I have a beta 1.9 village out and about. I don't have a village here. I wonder if the arena is going to count as a village, but I don't think so because there isn't any doors there. There are not any doors. Oh wait, hold on, smooth quartz. Question is, how much smooth quartz do I have? How much quartz do I have at all? I feel like I don't have very much. Hold on, let me swap these real fast. All my chests being reorganized. I think I'll have enough. Takes 4, right? Alright, so I'll need smooth quartz, which I'm pretty sure is... We'll have to cook up the quartz. That's how I make the quartz pillars. Alright, hold on. Here, I'll just do the thingy. So if I go over here... Made by smelting block of quartz. Alright. I'm not surprised. So there's 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. Can't scouting parties spawn anywhere? I was under the impression there was no limit to where they pop up. Oops, I lost the quartz chest. Oh wait, right here. Nope, that's the pumpkin pie. There it is. Alright, so I'll need 9 of this, cook it up. This will make the stair and the slab. I think we'll do that now. There's also... Hold on, how do I make red nether brick? Time to look at the recipe. So 2 of the brick item, and then 2 nether wart. I wonder if I have this anywhere. I wonder if I keep red nether brick separate from nether brick. Nope. Do I not have any nether brick anywhere? Okay, well either way, I need red nether brick, walls, stairs, and slabs. So that means I'll need 15 red nether brick. So times 2 is 30. I'll need 30 nether wart and 30 nether brick items. So let's go grab some netherrack and start cooking that up. Howdy, Koski, welcome back. Here, I'll start cooking up the quartz since I'm sure the sandstone's done by now. And then I'll start getting the netherrack to cook up. The Zella moon rises. Time to catch some Z's. Yeah. Thankfully, there won't be much more after this. Ah, why is the stone brick wall not with the other stone brick? Oh well. Alright, so I'll need... Nope, hold on. No, not that. I needed quartz. That's what we were doing. Alright, come here, sandstone. I need you. There we go. Alright, so yeah, the red sandstone is probably going to be the last thing we do, or one of the last things, because I know where to get the red sand. I just have to travel there to begin with. So let's head back to the sandstone chest, and then I'll sort the stuff. Are the different animal variations, can they only be bred with the same type of variation? Or is it like random if you were to try to breed the two, kind of like sheep colors? Okay, sandstone walls, smooth sandstone there, sandstone slab. Smooth cut, smooth. Wait, hold on. What happened to the, my cut sandstone stair? Oh wait, there's no cut sandstone there. Alright. So yeah, there's sandstone wall, smooth stairs, smooth slab, cut slab. This is complicated. I'm trying to figure out because not every variation. It can be and it's random. Alright, I had a feeling that's how it would be. Alright, so let me toss the quartz away. Oh, netherrack. I need to start cooking that up. One of these days, I'll also need to go back to the nether and mine some more quartz. Since I'm getting really low on it. And I might need it again in the future. There's a lot of netherrack. I wonder if I'll do anything with all of it. I think it's 9, right? No, I said 30. I needed 30 netherrack. Let's go cook all this up. Is that a ruby? Yeah, it's a ruby. Pulled it from the snapshot. Not the block, though. Only the ore and the item were ever officially textured. I changed the color tinting of the ruby block. Or I changed the color tinting of the emerald block to get the ruby. Alright, so next is... Oops, I forgot to put the red one away. I need 30 netherrack to turn into nether brick, the item. And then I need to take the nether brick item and use it on the nether wart to make 15 red nether brick. Those 15 red nether bricks are going to be used to make the stair slab and walls. While that's cooking, we're gonna make a stone brick wall real fast. A stone brick and a brick wall. In fact, the prism arena as well, but that'll be a little later. Let me just find my bricks again. Oh my gosh, all my brick shulker boxes. And Ladoop. Hold on, I forgot to put away. There we go. I'll reorganize the shulker box later. I guess I'll leave the brick wall up here. There we go, that's more organized. I don't know if I'll ever go around and fix all these chests because I'm kind of just fixing them while I'm here. Yeah, I'll need to make end brick stair slabs and walls as well, but I think I'll do that after I finish up with the red nether brick. Trial by error, that's how a lot of people learn. Especially game development. Yeah, that's just the mossy stone brick wall. I need the regular stone brick wall. And annoying. Alright, so next is we're gonna check on the red nether brick, see how that's going. I'll need to see if I have a red nether brick chest somewhere, because I do not know. Part of me feels like I wouldn't, because the only red nether brick I remember dealing with is the one I crafted for the block museum. Assuming I did that. Oh, I didn't finish the smooth quartz? No. Alright. I forgot about that as well. Alright, so we need smooth quartz slab and smooth quartz stair. Red nether brick. Stair slab wall. There we go. Alright, much better. Alright, let's get this organized real fast. And doink. Alright, there we go. Toss the walls as well. So yeah, next is here, let me put away the red nether brick and these quartz. I don't need these moving around. Wow, 42 minutes, and all I've been making are walls, stairs, and slabs. Walls, stairs, slabs, and the first few signs. Alright, so that's another brick. Probably keep them up here. It is certainly productive because 1.14 added all these variations. And so, hey, I'm making use out of all of them. Oh wait, hold on. I already had that. Poop. So thankfully, I won't have to do something like this again until 1.16 because 1.15 doesn't add a lot. So once I get all the boring 1.14 block collection out of the way, then we'll start moving ahead a little faster and we can do other stuff. Why have block museums if you're just gonna get everything off camera? Nah, I gotta show everything. Thankfully, most of these are variations of blocks I already have, which means it's just running around the different warehouses, gathering them up. I didn't have nearly as much red sandstone as I was hoping. We'll have to go and collect that. Let's make this prismarine wall real fast. I need to put the new signs in the museum, but I'm not going to put them as proper usage. I'm putting them in the museum to label them as blocks collected, like everything else. Oops. Maybe with these I'll just do that. Alright, so next. End stone brick. I'll leave that there. Do I have 27? This should be enough. Alright, so now I need, oops, stair slab, wall, Which one was it? Last one. Oh, wait, hold up. There we go. Alright, so next. That's it. We're done with the block variations. Yay! I'll deal with the red sandstone later. So now we start getting onto the new stuff. So this is where I start looking at the recipe book, since this is probably going to be the fastest way. I need the loom. I gotta go in sequential order with how it's shown on the wiki, or else I will lose track. I'm sure I have the ability, right? Oh, it's not on here? How do I make it? Okay, so 2 string, 2 planks. We're gonna get a lot of planks since most of these are wood-based items. So I'll just carry around a bunch of planks. In fact, the barrel I know is also going to be made out of slabs. Do I not have any regular oak slabs? Oh, I have a few. I don't know how many I'll need. I have string, right? Tell me I've taken out some spiders. I have 50, cool. In fact, I'll just take all the string. It looks like the cartography table has been unlocked. So I guess I really just didn't pick up the items for the loom yet. Alright, before I forget, I want to put away the glass and the sponge. That'll be fast. I'll leave the kelp in there because that's way over at the other warehouse. But I want to keep the chest down there nice and empty. And sponges go... Huzzah! Alrighty, so now we are looking at... Oops. So there's the loom. Next is... The barrel. So I know I saw the barrel on here. In fact, if I go off of memory... Oh my gosh, I just saw it. Where was it? How does stuff still keep popping up? Alright, well, if I go off of memory, I want to say it was kind of like a ladder. Aha! Alright, so next is the bell. I feel like the bell is not craftable, though. I'm not crazy, right? The bell is not craftable. I'm not seeing it. Alright, I was right. So the bell we're going to be putting on hold as well, since I'll need to gather that out and about. So next is the cartography table. Oh, there's the barrel way over on the left. Four planks, 2 paper. Excuse me, slime. I have plenty of paper. If not, I've got the big old sugarcane farm that I completely forgot. I have the fully automated sugarcane farm, and I haven't touched it since I got it going. I have no idea how much is in there. Alright, so next is the fletching table. Isn't the fletching table still useless? Does it even have a recipe? It's kind of funny. I really could just find a new village, and that would cover most of this stuff. It's still useless. Alright, 2 flint and 4 planks. Alright, I have an obnoxious neighbor out here. Alright. I wonder why it required flint to unlock the recipe, but not the planks to unlock it. Next is the grindstone. Pretty sure I'll need some iron for that. Maybe I'll only need iron for the... whatchamacalled. Well, that's the stone cutter. Oh, here's the grindstone. 1 stone slab. Oh, the brand new stone slab. 2 sticks, 2 planks. Okay. Well, I have so much flint. I've done a lot of gravel digging. Are we gonna have another seed discussion because you think flint is useless? Flint is useful. It's used for arrows. And also fletching tables. Alright, so let me try to find... I left it here, right? Because I just made this. Yeah, so I need the brand new stone slab. I'll take some of these. And what I say... I think it was... Hold on. Was it just sticks? No, hold on. Wait, don't tell me. From NPR. Aha! Let me just boop. Alright, so next is... After the grindstone, it's the lectern. Do I need a book for that, or is it separate because you can only place books on it? I'm not seeing the recipe. Let me just whip this out real fast. I need a bookshelf. 4 planks. 4 planks. And a bookshelf. Need some iron nuggets. Alright, thankfully, I'm pretty sure I have iron nuggets. If not, I have plenty of iron I can deconstruct. Alright, but yeah. So, after grindstone lectern, I'm pretty sure I have lots of bookshelves. Oh, that's a lantern, not a lectern. Oh, I see. Do we even have lanterns in 1.14? For some reason, I thought that was a 1.16 thing. In fact, here, how about I just look at the list? No, we do have lanterns, alright. So yeah, we're getting there. The lantern is later. Alright, so lectern. And then the smithing table. 4 planks, 2 iron. I have a lot of bookshelves because bookshelves are great for decoration. I just never build anything where they would work as decoration. There's a lot of very old classic builds where people would use bookshelves because they were one of the most colorful blocks, other than the wools. Oops. There you go. Smithing table. In fact, let me lay down the shulker box real fast and start putting all of these in here. Okay, so the last one I did was the smithing table. After smithing table shows the stone cutter. I'll just leave that there for now that I have the inventory space again. So I think that's 1 iron and like 3 slabs. Ah, everything moved. There it is. Oh, just 3 regular stone. Feel poor if you played with me? Don't worry, we could just have a community storage area. Alright, next is the blast furnace. And I wonder, is it currently unlocked? The blast furnace and the smoker. That's a dispenser. Nope, alright. 1 furnace, 3 smooth stone, which means I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to cook up the stone. In fact, here, how is the smoker as well? Oh, just a furnace with 4 logs. Alright, so I'll need 5 iron, which means get more iron. And badoop. Alright, so I know I have plenty of furnaces, but let me start cooking the stone real fast in the smooth stone. Oh wait, hold on, is the smooth stone block new? Hold up. No, right. 1.3. Nope, just kidding. When was this added? It's now obtained by smelting stone. What? The wiki doesn't have this listed. It is available. It's not on the block list for the wiki, but this is indeed a new block. That means let me grab a fourth one. Fourth one for the block museum. All right, let's start cooking all that up. All right, so while that's happening, let me grab 2 furnaces and 4 logs. Smooth stone is your least favorite block? So many players used to use smooth stone using various ways to acquire it on the 6 different sides. Personally, I like it as a sort of industrial block. I think it works well. Because the standard smooth stone slabs with the seams on the side are alright. Those work better if you really want to cut up the look, though. What I say I was looking for furnaces, because those are not my furnaces. I have a bunch of these. In fact, hold on, while I'm here, let me just fix this real fast. Make me feel better. Alright, anyways, so I have the furnaces, and we can go back. The scaffolding I know is going to have to wait since I don't have any bamboo yet. Bamboo is also on the to-do list. That'll be when I go out and exploring. Hasn't Marvel revealed cast before? Cast in upcoming stuff before. I feel like this is nothing new. Alright, so now, 1 for the museum, and 1 for the furnace, for the blast furnace. Nope, not my book. Not my diary with all my secrets in there. Alright, well, that just filled up the last 2 slots of the shulker box, so now this one's done. So I left off on the smoker. Scaffolding will wait. I can't get a jigsaw block. So next is the berry bush, but that can wait until I'm exploring campfire and the composter. The last 2 items on the list that I can get right now. I kind of feel like the recipe thing should have more per page, but oh well. Has to work on small resolution screens. Campfires, 3 sticks, coal, and 3 logs. Oops, I already had sticks. Well, since I won't need any more, I can put those away. Sounds like a rather interesting bug where the sandstone generated incorrectly. Oop, there we go, campfire. Oh wait, the lantern. Speaking of lantern, I forgot about that. One torch and a bunch of nuggets. I should make 2, because I don't like spending singular torches. But with the nuggets, let me grab these real fast. Oh wait, hold up. I don't know where I'll put the other lantern. I'll put it somewhere. There we go. Alright, so maybe I'll just toss it. Oh wait, I know. Oh, you can't put it on the side of blocks? Do I need a pickaxe? Well, it's faster. I guess I'll leave it over here. I kind of want to clean up the campfire area. Now that we have proper campfires, I want to fix this up, but I'll do that a little later. Okay, so this is the one going in the block museum. Stonecutter, campfire, lantern. What I say I was waiting for? Oh, the composter, that's what it was. I think it's like 3 slabs and some planks. Maybe it was just 7 planks or 7 slabs. Oh, that's not it. Wait, don't tell me. I'll figure it out. Because I don't think it's in the recipe book just yet. Unless it is and I totally missed it. Okay, I give up. What does the wiki say? What? Hold on. Is it not craftable yet? Hold on. I was right. It was 7 slabs. It's 4 fences and 3 planks. That's weird. Alright, let me find some fences. Why would they make it out of fences? The bedrock recipe makes much more sense. There we go, recipe unlocked. So yeah, it's gotta keep this recipe until 1.15. There we go. At first I was thinking, does it not have a recipe? Do I have to find it in the village? Alright, well, either way, we did it. We've acquired everything that we possibly can for the time being, because we're going to need some bamboo for both the block and for the scaffolding. And so now let me start putting away the different blocks and items that I don't need anymore. I wonder if I keep iron nuggets up here. Because I know I have gold nuggets. I have 1. Alright, we did it, y'all. We have a whole bunch of stuff to place down. Man, it took half the stream just crafting all this stuff. But yeah, I think I'll even consider adding berry bushes around the campfire as well. The only problem with that is they deal some damage, and I don't want my iron golems walking into them. It'd be totally fine if slimes walk into them. But yeah, we'll need to find a flower forest to get some of the new flowers, but those will have to wait. And so, that taken care of. Yeah, I would need to verify real fast after I catch some Z's. I need to verify real fast whether or not I put the polished blocks, andesite, diorite, and granite down in the block museum. I feel like that'd be a big thing to miss, but if I don't know where the rest of it is, I had 3 extra at some point because 1 for the museum, you craft 4. Thing is, I don't know where the polished stuff went. So let me head back here. So this is all my regular andesite. Yeah, did I just forget about the polished variations? I'll take them just in case. Because if I go down there and turns out I never put the polished blocks, I'll be a little mad at myself. But we'll see. You say apparently there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. It's not apparent at all, because I think back to yesterday and how much you were absolutely really hoping for, what was it, Twilight Princess announcement as part of Switch 2. You chose this path. We'll see if they have a surprise for you. I probably should have taken the minecart. I wonder if that would have been faster. I could always do the Jeep run, just take the boat. Yeah, put a mini ice highway. It was indeed Portal reference. We can't go one Zelinator stream without me referencing some sort of video game series unrelated to Minecraft. Yeah, we have a surprise for you. I was almost going to say deploying surprise in 5, but I couldn't get 5 to line up with however many hours it was going to be tomorrow at 7 a.m. Alright, so be on the lookout. We're at 1.6 with the hardened clay, 1.7 for the flowers and the stuff, 1.8 for the andesite diorite granite. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about the polished versions. I never made the polished versions, because if we have all the different fence gates, doors, and stuff, all the way through here, we've entered 1.9. I completely forgot about making the polished versions, because I have the regular blocks. That's unfortunate. To think this almost lined up well, and turns out I missed a few. I don't want to stack the polished on the original. That would be inconsistent with how I have the format so far. Whee goes the blue ice. Alright, so what we're gonna do, probably leave that for now. Let me place both of these down. That way I can see everything I have to deal with. So if I could do stuff in groups of 4, that will line up well. But I think most of this is just in groups of 3, because it's wall, stair, and slab. So if I sorted all of this in groups of 3, I could just have something random at the top. In fact, maybe that's what I'll do with the 1.4, well, these are all 1.14 stuff. That's what I'll do for all these solid blocks up here. And so for the non-solid blocks, if I really wanted, I could put hay down there and make more fire, but we'll see. Oops, that's not one of the workstations. Smithing table, cartography table, watching table. Guess we'll put the barrel, but it's not a workstation. Alright, so next, oops, hold on, I think I want that to be facing up. There we go. Alright, so next. So we'll do, oops, yeah, wall, stair, slab. Wall, stair, slab, wall, stair, slab. Oh, in fact, hold on. Excuse me, y'all. Changed my mind. Oh, y'all are gonna have to move. In fact, how about I do wall, stair, slab? That way it lines up with the rest of this. There we go. Alright, so next, we'll do the other versions. Stair, stair, stair. Slab, slab, slab. Grab all of this as well. Alright, so the next we're looking at, I'll probably group these together, because I think I have another 3, right? Yeah, so what we'll do next is going to be stone, mossy cobblestone, and then stone brick. And then that stone brick's going to have that wall up there. The barrel is a workstation? I didn't know that. I thought it was just another storage type. I'll probably leave the sandstone for last because there's a lot of it, and because... What do I have charcoal? Where did this charcoal come from? Anyways, there's a lot of it, and It's the... I don't know what I was talking about. Wazoop. Out the window. That's alright. So we'll bring that together. Hold on, maybe I should do... Yeah, hold on. Let me make this slightly more appealing. Just toss the stone cutter. Anyways, I thought the barrel was just another block. I didn't realize. I broke my campfire. I put it back, right? My campfire gone from existence? Can you not pick up campfires? What happened to it? That's what the coal is? Oh, I broke the campfire and it gave me 2 coal. Or gave me 2 charcoal. This was news to me. I didn't know that would happen. Alright. I thought I had Silk Touch. I guess I just broke it with the axe. Oops. Alright, well, anyways, so bring all that together. Let's see, is there a set of 2 in here? Wait, is that Void? Yeah, this is Void. We're in an Indev Sky Island world. From that bedrock wall to another wall over there that you can't see, there are 2 separate Indev worlds here, right next to each other. Oh wait, I was going to move this over here. Huzzah! Alright, so... I'll take all of this, I suppose. Let me place this down, that way it's not taking up space. How? I imported Indev worlds. Alright, so we'll do... Hold up. If I want the wall to be here... So if that's red nether brick, then I have red nether brick, stair and slab. Smooth quartz, stair and slab, another brick wall. This is like a puzzle. This is like a logic puzzle. Trying to bring this all together in a format that looks appealing. So there's 3 wall types. That one's empty. This one is not. Alright, I'll probably... Decisions. There are no more walls other than the sandstone wall, but that's because I have all that sandstone stuff. So I'll probably just group all that together. Up, down, blast furnace and furnace. Or smoker, I should say. Oh wait, did I not move the composter? Oops. That's okay. Composter, elector, and grindstone. Alright, so now we're back again at another set. So then what we'll do is smooth stone plus the signs. Alright, so that just leaves the last of the sandstone stuff here, which we'll need to wait around just a little bit more until I can get the red sandstone. Should have the sign say what type of sign they are? But why? Is it not visual? Not entirely. Not if I use it. Any sort of texture changes to them in the future. You know, hold on. This is not lining up well. Oh wait, the campfire. I forgot. I'll need the campfire. So I'll leave this slot empty for the campfire. So I'll have the sandstone wall there. Yeah, if I leave the sandstone wall there, stair, slab, slab, I'll put that sandstone there as well. Maybe I'll leave this slot open for now. And then this is where I do the... Hold up, is this one the cut? Oh, that one's smooth. This one's cut. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll move the red sandstone stuff over here. So that's what we're doing next. We're going to go visit a Disco Mountains biome. Because we are done with all that we could do up until this point. Look at all those blocks. Let us catch some Z's real fast as we go make a new fireplace. And a chew. But yeah, there we go. Natural knockback. I think we have different types of humor, as I do not see the comedy there. And awakeness, Kurt J. Mack used to say. Oh, it's so nice seeing the old boat texture again. It was recommended me that I fix the boat texture. I had to manually go through and remove the oars of every single boat texture, other than the oak one. Rather interesting. I haven't modified the texture itself. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, so I removed the oars, but I did not fix up the little green stuff growing on the bottom, because that would require removing the green stuff at the bottom. Oh, what is that icon? I don't remember that being the speed icon. I need to update some GUI elements and also the particles for 1.14. Alright, well, one thing at a time. I'll put away the charcoal, make a new fire pit. Have to put clothes, yep, make sure it's not taking up inventory space. Inventory screen space, I should say. I have no idea what to do with that one piece of charcoal, so I'll just leave it here with the rest of my coal. Hold on, let's see if I remember. 3 logs plus 3 sticks. Rather unfortunate because I used to have an even number of sticks. Campfire, that's what it's called. I totally didn't forget the name. Nah, I think Fire Pit's cooler name. If I really wanted, I could change the name in the language file, but I don't think I will. Nom, 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 nom. I already have so many different names changed in the language file. It's a little bit of a pain every time I have to go through and update it. When I have to redo the entire thing again. I'm not using classic grass. This is a Cave Game Tech Test grass, along with Cave Game Tech Test cobblestone. The texture changed in pre-classic to a slightly more pale and slightly brighter version. Where are my shulker boxes? Aha. Yeah, seeing as I can only make 3 more, I'll have to go back and get more shells when I can. Alright, so let me put away the spider eyes, then we'll be heading out to the Disco Mountains, getting a bunch of red sand. I know it's the grass on all sides, but it's the texture for the top. I'm incapable of having the grass on all sides, unless if I were to change the bottom texture. Oh wait, you know, that's not true, because I don't have to replace the dirt texture, I just have to specify the model, since I already have to remove the color tint from the model. I think you did say, I do indeed like the early classic plank texture as well. I just color tinted it to match regular oak that we're used to, because otherwise it would be out of place with everything else. Where are my spider eyes? Oh wait, they're right here. Aha! Alright, so back to the Block Museum, and then we can go straight to the Nether from there. Take a little boat trip down the Ice Highway, and then go from there. What do you have? 40 minutes. So it took me an hour getting all those blocks and another 40 minutes or another 20 minutes placing them all down. What a stream this is. Minecraft. How to inventory manage. So we'll pick up the red sand because I don't yet know where there are going to be any whatchamacalled. I don't know where there are going to be any bamboo jungles with the current terrain generator, since I only know the old 1.2 jungles. I feel like I should have some torches here. Oh wait, hold on, I have an odd number. Huzzah! Look, even number. A tutorial on how to inventory manage? Don't worry, it's all about specifying what's needed and where to put it. Why do I have a missing slot there? What happened? What did I used to have behind my dragon head? Does anyone know what used to go there? I'm sure there's going to be a day where I see your inventory and chests, and we're going to wait around before I file any complaints. I really hope the space behind the dragon head wasn't supposed to be used for the shulker box. Alright. Huzzah! There we go. If I said egg, I meant dragon head. I'm wearing the dragon egg, but the dragon head is what was in the block museum. I don't know, maybe I'll find something related to just toss over there. Because if I really wanted, I could take perhaps the blue ice, pack it up, take that shulker box, then move it over here. That way the rest of the shulker boxes are all together. That's probably what I did, because this was really recent when I started collecting the 1.12 stuff. The only thing is I'll need another item to put over there, which I feel is going to be easier. Or I could just leave this corner empty, in the event that there happens to be some other 1.12 and earlier block. Yeah, there we go. And now you can see the difference between the green ice set and the lime. With the these are all the 1.11 colors. I don't remember if they changed in 1.14 because the texture changed just before in 1.12. Anyways, let me head away. I can fish in any jungle. Interesting. And I do not need to take out any pandas. I didn't know I could fish in any jungle and potentially get bamboo. Because I also need to find a flower forest. I have 3 different flowers that were added, 2 of which spawn in the forest. I don't know how I'm going to get the wither rose yet, other than spawn a wither, and that's going to be a slow process. So I will not claim that the block museum's complete, but I still try. Alright, I need to go back and find my portal. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like chunk rendering is faster in 1.14, but I don't know yet about overall performance. Part of this could just be whatever they did with lighting. That was an Invisa chest. Whatever they did in lighting, because it's so nice that lighting functions properly on here after being broken since beta 1.8. Anyways, let's go. Not fly a kite, we're gonna go all the way to our Disco Mountains outpost. Now that I have it memorized, 6606. Oh, in fact, let me make sure. Effects. I wonder if they split up the effects texture as well. I wonder if that's why it's not loaded here on the resource pack anymore. Alright, well, anyways, Howdy, Crumbled Ham. I don't know why the resource pack scares you. What's the problem? It's a little all over the place. I understand that because it has a lot of really early textures, a lot of snapshot textures, and there's other stuff that I just felt like adding, like the XP bar. I made a brand new XP bar because I think the default one is rather meh. So I like my XP bar much more. I even did the same thing with the horse bar as well, the horse jump bar. I know I'm losing armor. That's okay. It's fine because I'm full on hunger. Minus 1.5. That I'm never gonna earn. I will never be full hunger on here. What are we at? 2,600. 4,000 blocks to go. I swapped the hunger and armor because way back when there was no hunger, I thought it would be funny if I replaced the armor bar with the food bar texture. And so from there, when we got hunger, I figured, okay, how about I keep it this way? And so then I replaced the armor with the hunger. I should say I replaced the hunger with the armor, so that way the armor bar is still visible. And in its original slot. That's where the armor used to be, to the right of the health, instead of over. Whoop. Yeah, the resource pack is definitely all over the place. But it gives this series a very distinct look, I will say. Oh, I heard that. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with guests anymore. Once I added all these slabs here, some pigmen still like spawning on the sides, but I haven't seen a single ghast spawn on this highway. And even if one does spawn, I don't know if it could see me. Because I'm kind of within... Oh, wait, hold up. Because I'm kind of within the slabs here, and I don't know if that counts as line of sight. Probably not, though. But hooray, we made it. Well, almost. We made it to our exit. Wouldn't it be nice if freeways were this absent of cars in the real world? Maybe then I'd consider driving. Oh wait, hold on, let's take the fun way down. We... Excuse me? Since when do boats break? Well, I guess I'm back to an even number of planks now. Alright, before we leave, we're gonna have to make another boat. There are multiple reasons why I don't drive. I kind of miss the old boat. I should say the previous boat. How do I break bedrock? Using the old seed block deletion bug. Since it's nighttime. Oh boy, the internal server. Hold on. Look, we have a chart now. The internal server has can show its tick rate down here. Yeah, I'd be totally cool with you driving me around. I'd greatly appreciate it. That way I would not need to worry about it. But yeah, I don't think 1.13 had the internal server tick rate, but now we do. So every time I say internal server problem, we've got the handy little chart down here that shows whenever there's a spike. Like, look, what happened here? Game did something. Oh, there's another spike. Alright, well anyways, I want to find a good area to collect sand that won't ruin the look of this. Yeah, this is really red sand, and it's kind of what I went with. All right, that's distracting. But yeah, I don't know what happened with the boat because I thought they were indestructible after 1.9. I've been living a lie for the past. When did I reach 1.9? It's been a few months now. But yeah, I've fallen down cliffs in boats, and the I should say recently, and the boat didn't break. This is the first time the boat broke in a long time, and I really hope they didn't revert the change. Maybe I'll be lucky and it's like a 1.14 pre-release thing, and when we hit the full 1.14 I won't have to deal with it. Okay, maybe I should leave some of this, because I need to be able to jump out of here. So I'll leave a little border. I was saying recently before about how one of the mods I used on my beta 1.8 world is dead bushes dropping sticks. That was a feature that I remember wanting before they did it, because dead bushes were totally useless. At least when it comes to stuff like ferns, they still gave you seeds. Yeah, so I'm glad that someone made a little mod where the dead bush has a chance to drop 0 to 1 sticks. Hooray! And then, you know, years later, and eventually they drop bushes. Or the bushes dropped the sticks. How to make this look better? Maybe I'll just deal with that. Alright, close enough. Doesn't need to be perfect. So we have our red sand. Oops, hold up. Let me get all of this real fast. I'm compulsively doing some terrain smoothing, even though I'm far away from home at this point. I barely spend any time in this area. There we go, much better. That doesn't look too bad. Except there are some of the blocks missing. Hold on. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, let me move this. Oh, what is that? There is no right answer. It's like one of the nested dolls where to get to the layer before you have to go farther and farther. Because basically every time I go down I'd have to make sure the level is good, so I guess we'll just have to deal with those, because if I dig this up... Oh, never mind, hold on. Just kidding. There we go. I'm very particular with the look of my worlds. Messy terrain is something that I say no to. Say no to messy terrain. Say yes to compulsive terrain smoothing. There we go, that looks better. Alright, I'm now satisfied. I think we can head back. I'll need to look again and see what sort of red sand recipes, because I kind of closed the wiki already. But we will find another village. I should say find a new village. Probably tomorrow. We'll see. I never finished the fences. This is a worthless fence. They could just walk around. If they're smart enough, of course. There's no guarantee. And I don't know if I need this many furnaces over here anymore. I might take some of these back with me. Oh, there's coal in that one. Oops. I don't know what I'll do with all these furnaces, but I don't need them sitting out here. I can't even remember what I used to use these furnaces for. Yeah, we're gonna take home one of these boats, and if this boat breaks, then I'm definitely making another one. Maybe I'll look on the wiki while I'm rowing back. Oh wait, hold on. Let's whip out the internal server meter. Indeed, Paul, you are indeed always going back to beta 1.8. Oh, the server stopped. It stopped for a, what is it? 1.5 seconds. 1.578. That was a big server pause. I wonder if that was it unloading the previous dimension. Anyways, I need to look into boats because I really want to know why it went wrong. Oh yeah, if y'all didn't notice, we have sounds again. I don't know what was up with 1.13, because after 1.13, started with 1.13.1 pre-1, Multi-MC didn't want to play the sounds, and I don't know why. I'd like to hope we keep sounds again, because this is one of those times I play Minecraft with sounds. Not always. Oops. If I'm playing on my own, I usually have other stuff on in the background, and so I don't usually listen to Minecraft sounds. There are no Firelands in 1.4.5 fall, but there is the end of the world. The world boundary, it was called. Alright, so let's see. Let me look at the history section for boat, see if there's anything for 1.14. Added blue ice, which allows boats to travel faster on it. I guess blue ice is indeed faster than the other ice, if I'm reading that correctly. I don't see anything on here. I don't know how my boat broke. Has this just been a thing for a while? Writing entities is now client rather than server. Oops. Maybe that's why I would have all these boat issues. 1.9. Huh. Battling sands have been added 1.12. This is rather odd. No, 1.4.5 for the teleport command. Do you ever just delete the chunks? Break. Howdy, Nesco, welcome back. Custom name boats. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I have no idea how my boat broke. That is so bizarre. I thought that feature was completely removed and boats were nearly indestructible. Or at least that whenever they do, that when they do, it's always gonna drop itself. Oops, I totally missed my exit. And huzzah! Oops, I missed it again. There we go. Alright, we made it home. Yeah, I kinda wanna know. So if I just take this down... Ow. It's for science. Even though I do indeed keep hitting my face in this netherrack and cobblestone. What? It broke again. Alright, so I'm not crazy. Of course the old damage sounds. Old sounds are great. Best one, hands down. I will never get tired of listening to the original Minecraft door sound. To me, I find it more iconic than the original explosion sound. Or bow firing. It might be getting destroyed from clipping into blocks. If so, that's dumb. I'm gonna have to start keeping an eye on my boats if they keep doing that. I didn't have this problem from 1.9 until now, so I don't know why it's begun. I was looking on the wiki and I didn't see anything listed. So that's another one of those wiki doesn't say sort of things. Happens all the time, but for something as boats like this, I feel like boats could be made important. So after all of that, after all that redstone gathering, I need nine red sandstone to cook up. So this will get us 9 cut sandstone. Or smooth sandstone, sorry. In fact, what are we currently looking at? 35, 55, 40, and 55. So that makes there's like a 6 difference. So I'll do 6 and 3 and see if this lines up. Alright, anyways, I'll keep that boat on me, and hopefully we don't need more than one boat. Toss the sticks, toss the planks, catch some Z's over by the campfire. That's not the new campfire yet. I really do like the netherrack here, but I gotta say, if I want to make this area look all cleaned up, then I should start including some of the other things. Alright, so we'll start here. This will get us... Oops. The stairs. Also put all this away. So if that's sandstone, there's the rest of my red sandstone. Are there any red sandstone walls? Hold up. Don't tell me. I must know for myself. I don't think so. Oh wait, hold on. I don't have any more red sand. Oops. Any more red sandstone, I should say. Oh, there are. I don't know if I already made the red sandstone wall, though. That's the thing. If they added the sandstone wall, I feel like the red sandstone wall was new as well. 1.14, yeah, I was right. Okay. So yeah, I need stair. I should say the smooth stair. The wall. I'm probably gonna take more of this with me. Just in case. I'll use the crafting table down there in the event that I'm missing something. Because I'm pretty sure sandstone and red sandstone should be equivalent with the block types they make. Alright, wall stair slab. So let me click on 1.14 again real fast. So we are looking at... I already had the cut red sandstone slab, I believe. So yeah, the smooth slab, smooth stair, and the wall. Smooth slab, smooth stair, wall. I'll just toss that up there. Alright, let's go. I do indeed plan on streaming again for a second time today. I have streams to catch up on. I'll take my chances. So if I just go over here, and then huzzah. Alright, boats still like to not move until you get out of them. I wonder, since I have all the armor currently on me, I wonder if I should invest in, or I should say dedicate another slot to ender pearls. I've thought about it, but I don't know if I will. Because there are short distances that I feel would be beneficial to zoom on through. I don't know, perhaps not. Alright, go, go, go. Hurry before speed runs out. Gotta enjoy it while it lasts. So at least I have the red nether wart and the red nether brick down there. Because I was really thinking if that was another block I forgot. Thankfully that's all taken care of. So now if we head over here, we'll compare it with the birch stuff. Alright, so yeah, this looks odd. So if I'm doing stair, smooth slab, cut slab, that means logically this just makes more sense. A very minor difference in texture for these two. But of course I'm using a different different cut sandstone texture, so that one stands out much more. But it looks like I'll need one more block. Maybe a berry bush or bamboo. But then yeah. Look at all these brand new granite and andesite and diorite types. There we go. Because, oh boy, this is what took a lot of the time. But anyways, with all that taken care of, let's go do other stuff. I'm pretty sure I fixed the campfire. Yeah, I see the smoke after losing it and only getting a couple charcoal back. My fault. In regards to the campfire up top, I think I will go for that. At long last, after a long time, I'm finally going to replace that netherrack block. I was back and forth on deciding whether or not keep the netherrack just because of its historical purposes. But I think I will indeed swap it out with a regular campfire. I want to decorate the area just a little bit more since I've already started decorating Amy Pond down there. So I figured might as well get the area looking nice as well. Maybe this is why I didn't use the minecart much, because the speed has a much farther range than I thought. Oh wait, did I ever fix the beacon? Oops, no I didn't. Oh man, I thought the lighting was fixed. Why are there two little light sources where there aren't supposed to be any? More chunk border things. Maybe we'll be lucky and that'll be fixed. How are the sewers? I don't think we have sewers on this world. I have sewers on a lot of different worlds. Oh no, wait, I do have sewers over here. I haven't been to them in so long though. Howdy, Rye. Welcome to the last 12 minutes of the day. Oops. Oh, I didn't realize that would get me the advancement. Huh. That was kind of funny. I've had that beacon there for so long. That was one of the last things I did in part 3, back in the summer of 22. Long, long time ago now. Anyways, I'll put the dirt back since I don't need this. Reminds me, I still need to make that dirt fish in the end. Don't know when I will, but eventually. Maybe move that there. I can't see myself filling up this double chest with red sandstone. I haven't done anything with the villagers today. I've spent the past hour and 49 minutes working on the block museum. That's all we've done today. Gather blocks, craft blocks, place them down. That is red sand. That's the same really red sand I've been having for a while. Watching me for nearly 3 years. When did you pop up, Potato? Were you also part of the Farlands group? From quarter to 22. I feel like I should head to the end real fast because I want to bring my tools back up, and this sword is still stealing inventory space. Oh wait, the campfire. Okay, decisions. You know what, I'll wait and probably update my Or I should say fix my stuff later. I'll make the campfire real fast. So you were there for the end of part 3. If I really tried, I could probably go back and look at old streams after the Farlands journey and see if you pop up in any of the comments. Alright, so hay bale, and then this is going to be yet another campfire. Wait, didn't I make one? Did I make 2? Oh, no, it was the lanterns. That's what I made. There we go. So yeah, I'm thinking of clearing out the torches I have and replacing them with lanterns. Just for this area, not the whole world. Oh boy. I'm not replacing every single lantern or every single torch in the world with a lantern. Sure, I have plenty of iron for that, but that's expensive. Alright, and oink. So I'm sorry, Netherrack and fire that's been burning for so long. To commemorate the Netherrack, I'll leave the Netherrack down here. But yeah, I want the hay bale because I want the super smoke. That texture looks weird. The smoke is rendered behind the water. That's odd. Hooray, Minecraft and its rendering layers, am I right? At least now I will always know where home is. So yeah, let me grab... How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Maybe 8. I'll grab 8 lanterns real fast. I really want to change that smoke texture. I think the campfire itself is fine. But I want to change the smoke texture because it really doesn't fit with the look of how everything used to be. Alright, hold on. Let me grab my iron nuggets. There's 3. Oh wait, I don't need the blocks. I only need 1 of these. Deconstruct. That's a lot of nuggets, but that's okay. I'm looking for... Oh wait, hold on. I have the torches on me. There we go. What I might do is just use the regular, like, explosion texture. Make it white. Alright, here we go. Now I'll swap these out. And doink. Alright, hold on. Give me 1 second as I catch some Z's. Huzzah! I have returned. Alright, now we have a bunch of lanterns everywhere. I feel like we need more decorations. I'm thinking of plopping down a sideways log. I have many seeds. I do have many seeds. One day I might need these seeds. Don't know when, but one day. Whoops. Alright, so if I want to plop down a few logs, maybe even a couple planks as well. So if we have our little tent, right? We have our tent, we have our sleeping bag, we have our campfire. I think maybe I'll move this one over. 1, 2, 3. That's a rather tall log. I kind of wish we had small logs, like branches. Oops. Should that be moved back? I don't know. Here, maybe I'll also have like a little log pile in the back here. Yeah. Not that much. There we go. And I'm also kind of feeling like... Oops. Not that much. What if I plop down just a little bit of planks around here? Wow, this definitely feels like a totally different area. I think I do want to move this over, though. Because this feels slightly too close to the campfire. Oh, wait, hold on. You belong... Boop. Nope. There we go. Alright, and then this plank is going to move over. There we go. What we need is different dirt types. So let me see if I can get some... Let me see if I can get some coarse dirt. Hold on, don't tell me. Don't tell me how to make it. Let's see if I have any. I have 3. I don't think I'll use Podzol. Podzol works best on its own. Yeah, I'll make the coarse dirt. In fact, hold on. Let me see if I can make some more real fast. I have an image in my mind for how I would make coarse dirt. Let's see if that's what happens. So I imagine, because I totally forgot the recipe. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I feel better. Log slabs would be interesting, but I feel like how would the texture work? Alright, so now I can put away the rest of that. Alright, let's go plop down some of this coarse dirt. Man, this really does feel like an entire campfire area now. I think I'm rather satisfied. This has been on the simple end for such a long time. Oops. And now it no longer is. There we go. I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, I'll probably leave it as is because this is something I feel like I could tweak for so long and I'd rather not do that. I think I'll make that one too though. Or maybe I'll make that one too. There we go. How'd I end up with a odd number of planks? I think I need another one. There we go. Oh, it's because I left this one. In fact, I think I kind of like that one. Here, maybe if I put it down here. I almost think that did look better when it was up. Boop. There we go. Alright, now we have our nice little campfire area. Sleeping bag, little dock, proper campfire, extra logs to sit on. I'm quite satisfied. And now that Amy Pond is looking much more than just a dirt watering hole, I think we're doing better. Yay. Yeah, that texture does not look good with the rest of the stuff. That texture kind of looks like it's from... What's that game? Sit and Survive. One of Scott Cawthon's other games, which is no longer available on Android, that from what I could find, unfortunately. However, I have a PC version, kind of. It's it was it was the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 troll game. Put the bed in the ground, put carpet over it, but if I put carpet over it, would I even be able to sleep on it? Hold on, I used to need the bed on the surface because of how difficult it was, but if I do in fact go and get a little bit of carpet, I want it to somewhat match, so we're gonna need blue. Good old-fashioned Zelinator blue. Nom, 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 nom. Let's go get that real fast. If we could waterlog beds, I would almost do that, but I don't know how much I would like sleeping in a flooded sleeping bag. You know, that would have been one of my ridiculous solutions to the water problem from yesterday. Surround the entire area with beds. That would be so weird. I'm sure it wouldn't be too bad, but I'd have to figure out the corners because each bed is 2 blocks. A water bed? I suppose so. I should be able to sleep in this now. There we go. I don't want to put 2 carpets because I sleep here all the time, so I need to be able to reach the bed itself. So, but otherwise, there we go. Hold on. Let me head up here. Take a screenshot, commemorate the moment, because this has been sitting untouched for so long. And now I finally did something. In fact, if I can... Let me move out some dirt real fast. Maybe I'll make this the next thumbnail when I change it again on Monday. There we go. What a sight to behold. Click. Coolio. Does anyone know if there's a type of dirt that uses the regular dirt texture, but will not turn to grass? I feel like not anymore because the coarse dirt took over, and so this became a separate block. I really could change the coarse dirt with regular dirt, but I don't think it's that necessary. Yeah, I'm now satisfied. And since we're coming upon the end of the stream, let me put the kelp away. If any of y'all have any final thoughts, start saying them now. Because we're at the end for this stream, then we'll be back again later. And later, probably more exploration. We'll see, we'll see. I just need to find my kelp real fast. There it is. So yeah, we'll be back again later doing more 1.14 stuff. Probably trying to find a village or a new jungle. But that's all it for today. Thank you all for watching. Bye.